The Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus is the off-kilter center offspring of the S21 family. It's marginally far superior than the standard Galaxy S21. However, it's not exactly the all-singing, all-moving Galaxy S21 Ultra, yet this isn't to imply that there's not a spot for the Galaxy S21 Plus in this enormous, swarmed world. The greater display and better battery duration of the Galaxy S21 Plus make it more enticing than the section-level model. And with a cost slice contrasted with the S20 Plus, it's a lot less expensive than the top-of-the-line S21 Ultra as well. However, with such countless likenesses to its ancestor, is the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus worth the cash? Well, design and fabricate. While the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus imparts similitudes to its ancestor, design unquestionably isn't one of them. With the whole S21 territory donning a more modern look total, with another back camera lodging that nearly converges with the bezels that encompass the phone. It's an exceptional hope to suit Samsung's lead Galaxy range. And the new variety choices, especially the gold and purple mix provided for survey, look perfect. However, in the event that purple isn't your thing, it's likewise accessible in silver, dark, gold and red, albeit the last two choices are select to those purchasing straightforwardly from Samsung. That vivid back is protected by glass, an update from the glasstic back of the standard Samsung Galaxy S21, giving it a more superior feel in the hand. And the matte completion implies it's a sad, unique mark magnet all things considered. Flip it over and you'll find a level 6, 7 and AMOLED display with little bezels, and a midway positioned hole-punch selfie cam, offering a 88.6% screen-to-body proportion. Some might be disappointed at the flight of the bended edges highlighted in ongoing deliveries, and keeping in mind that I concur that bended displays look more pleasant than level partners. Makers never truly nailed the palm dismissal tech. That implied mispresses were typical, and there were likewise issues with text bending around the edges and apps. So it's a brilliant move generally, all things considered. Subsequent to involving the phone for a little while, you won't actually see the absence of bended edges. I positively didn't. In any case, regardless of the enormous display on offer, the Galaxy S21 Plus doesn't feel especially huge or weighty in the hand, estimating in at 75.6 x 161.5 x 7.8 millimeters and 202 grams. Obviously, this will depend on private inclination, so you may be better with the more modest 6.2 in Galaxy S21 on the off chance that you battle with bigger smartphones. There's likewise IP68 residue and water obstruction on offer, meaning the S21 Plus is fine to use in the downpour, and it could try and endure a dunk in the water, in spite of the fact that the entire situation sounds like a terrible idea, as water harm isn't really covered by Samsung's guarantee. You've been cautioned. Display. In reality, as we know it, where new smartphones by and large brag more cameras, more pixels, and more power, Samsung took the somewhat disputable choice to downsize the resolution of the Galaxy S21 Plus, contrasted with its ancestor. While last year's S20 Plus included a high-res QHD Plus board, the S21 Plus finishes out at a full HD Plus resolution. On paper, at any rate, that is a major minimization. All things considered, notwithstanding, it's scarcely perceptible, even with an enormous 6.7 in AMOLED display on offer. All things considered, just the people who have been utilizing the S20 Plus that'd see a downsize, while observing high-res films. However, with somewhat couple of changes on offer, odds are there will not be numerous S20 Plus clients putting resources into the new model at any rate. Until the end of us, the display flaunts a 394 ppi pixel thickness that leaves text, apps, photographs, and games looking fresh and sharp. And the brilliant 409 nits display implies it's fine for use outside as well. Plus, more pixels require more power, so why squander important battery duration on something you would see more often than not? Full HD Plus is possible, the perfect balance by and large. Furthermore, one of the logical explanations behind dumping the high-res display is that you recently needed to pick either a high resolution and high refresh rate, and considering that the 120Hz refresh rate is significantly more promptly recognizable, almost certainly, most S20 Plus proprietors selected the last option. This time around you have the versatile 120Hz refresh rate as standard, making movements and looking over a rich, smooth pleasure. It's sufficiently shrewd to consequently change the refresh rate from just 48Hz as far as possible up to 120Hz, depending on the thing you're doing, in a bid to improve battery duration. Gaming will get you the full 120Hz experience, while less graphically centered errands like paying attention to a digital recording will diminish the refresh rate. And it's typically on the cache, resolution, and refresh rate to the side. The other huge change on offer is in the in-display ultrasonic unique mark scanner, which is 70% bigger than that of the S20 Plus, making it more straightforward to find and open your phone. Some have whined about the performance of the in-display scanner of the S21 Plus, yet I haven't viewed this as the case, effectively checking my print and opening the phone more often than not. And the bigger region implies it's not difficult to start the output as well. Specs and performance. Samsung broadly prefers to divide its processor presenting in its leader Galaxy S range, which typically brings about those in the US gaining admittance to Qualcomm chips while the greater part of the world purposes Samsung's own Exynos chipset. Furthermore, taking into account the way that Qualcomm's chips normally offer preferred performance and battery duration over the Exynos chips, it's been a trouble spot for UK and European purchasers, as of recently. No, Samsung hasn't chosen to send a Qualcomm-empowered Galaxy S21 Plus around the world. The 5nm lead Snapdragon 888 is as yet a US restrictive. However, the Exynos 210 chipset has gone along large amounts, at long last contribution equivalent performance to Qualcomm's choice, being situated in the UK. This survey will zero in on the Exynos controlled variation of the S21 Plus. That super quick experience is additionally upgraded by the rich, smooth 120Hz refresh rate, making the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus a delight to use consistently. Like its standard kin, the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus sports 8GB of Smash as standard. That is all that anyone could need for the regular person. Yet assuming you're the sort to perform multiple tasks and send out recordings in a hurry, the S21 Ultra's 12 or 16GB of Smash might be more up your road. That is matched with either 128 or 256GB of stockpiling. However, dissimilar to certain opponents, this is more significant as there isn't a microSD card opening on any of the S21 territory. Taking into account it has for quite some time been areas of strength for Android phones contrasted with the iPhone. It is disappointing to see it disappear from Samsung's 2021 leader Galaxy range, particularly on the off chance that you mean on recording a ton of recordings and downloading a lot of apps. Concerning availability, hope to find the best in class including 5G, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.0 and support for ultra-wideband, considering more straightforward area of Samsung's new Bluetooth tracker among other SmartThings benefits. It's significant that while the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus will get the move up to Android 12, don't wager on it happening at any point in the near future, regardless of whether Google delivers the software in the following couple of months. Samsung is somewhat more slow than any semblance of OnePlus with regards to delivering the update to its current reach, and we don't imagine it hitting before the finish of, at least 2021 likely, mid-2022. Camera. One region that has remained generally unaltered is the camera division, with the Galaxy S21 Plus brandishing what is basically the very arrangement as that of the S20 Plus, comprised of a 12MP fundamental snapper, 12MP extensive and a 64MP zooming focal point with 3x mixture zoom. That might sound disappointing. However, taking into account the incredible performance from the Galaxy S20 Plus, it's anything but a colossal protest. True to form, shots from the really 12MP back snapper are point-by-point, dynamic in proposition extraordinary variety exactness, and the f/1.8 opening means it succeeds in the low-light office as well, further improved by the camera's devoted night mode. A flexible snapper you'll probably be utilizing more often than not. The 120-degree vast point catches a greater amount of the scene with a somewhat more twisted fisheye viewpoint that can misshape at the edges, yet depending on the thing you're snapping, it's not exactly quite a bit of an issue. It's great for scene photography, and it'll be perfect to catch bunch shots once we can all start getting together in enormous gatherings once more. Battery duration. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus sports a 4,800 mAh battery. Yet, as we probably are aware from past Samsung phones, a huge limit doesn't compare to extraordinary battery duration. It likewise depends on how power productive the chipset is, and that is generally where the Exynos chipset has battled. Fortunately, Samsung has gained ground in that area. The Galaxy S21 Plus easily endures an entire day with moderate use, including messaging, taking an intermittent photograph and playing a game or two of extraordinary mission at hand versatile. And in the event that you utilize your phone once in a while, it could reach out to something like a day and a half prior to requiring a top-up. Finally, thanks for watching this video. See you again next time.